from his recent challenges and unwavering determination, Bingo J delivers a genre-less music journey that celebrates resilience and personal development. But you know what? Before I pull out all the secrets, the man is here to speak for himself. Bingo J, a very good afternoon and a very warm welcome to Africa at Play.
Good afternoon, sir. Thank you for welcoming me into your house. Really appreciate it, man.
Lovely stuff, man. Everyone was a little girl, everyone was a little boy. Bingo J as a little boy going to school for the very first time. How was the experience like?
Sure, the experience for me, it was very tumultuous. Why I say that is because, I grew up in a neighborhood, a very congested neighborhood. Langkumakona, we call it Iskotini in Pietermaritzburg. Skoti Sosis. So my grandmother used to say it was called Iskoti Sosis because there was a lot of pain and sorrow, So it was a lot of those things, but for me, the biggest win was to me making it out of that neighborhood and being able to just focus on the positive stuff. So, and music has been the inspiration of me even since the school days when I was going to primary school in my kindergarten days. So, yeah, that's it.
Wow, super exciting indeed. And talking about family, do you have any siblings? Do you have brothers, sisters? Who are you talking about?
Yeah, I have two little sisters. I'm the eldest in my family, so I have two little sisters, it's Amanda and Sisanda. So those are my little precious ones.
Yeah. And any brothers?
No, I do have a brother. By the name of Kabulun Kosi Kupega. He's been my brother since the sliced bread. I always looked up to him, and my brother in the sense of the fact that he always brought me up in the sense of that he was my uncle. Basically, he's my uncle. Yeah. But I know a lot of people do not know the story. He's my uncle, but our relationship was so close in such a way that he's always given me that brotherly love, and he showed me that grown up. Yes. In everything that I did, even with music, because he was very person that was inspired by music and. To be specific, hip hop. He liked hip hop when we were growing up, and I always looked up to him as a role model or somebody who's really in that light where they're making things work in their journey.
So there are high chances he's even listening to you because of the support.
Oh, definitely. Definitely.
What would you like to say, special message? Because sometimes you don't get a chance to tell someone close to your heart what they mean to you.
I think what I would like to say is that I'm just grateful for all the teachings in my early stages as I was growing up, and at the same time, I'm also grateful for the fact that, he's been an inspiration to whatever that I've been doing and inspired me musically. And I know that he's married, he's got a family now, and maybe we cannot all party like the good old days, but I still appreciate that.
Wow, super exciting. Kabalengosi, a very good afternoon and a very warm welcome to Africa at Play. Doing great, man. Thank you so much for joining us. I've got your nephew here / younger brother. Tell us a story, man. An exciting story that you still remember to this day. Something that happened between the two of you during your outgoing days. Wow, super exciting indeed. So, Bingo J, we've got Kabalenkosi on the line. So it means he was listening and then he switched off. Now we've got him on the line. What would you like to say to dear brother, dear uncle?
I want to say to him, it's blood. We out there. He knows what I mean. He knows what I mean. It's all good, blood. It's all good. Appreciate it, man. You are my inspiration. You know that. You've been my inspiration throughout my entire proudly live to a person that I always looked up to. Was like, okay, this person is moving in the correct direction, you know, because as I said, I grew up in a congested neighborhood and there was a lot of things that could have easily distracted me, but just to focus and understand that this is a person that's doing it right. So that was my inspiration. That was what kept me going.
So, super exciting indeed. But Gaba, what kind of an artist is younger brother / your nephew?
I'll tell you something. Just hardworking, passionate what he does. When I say passionate, this guy could have, like, thrown away music a long time ago and be whatever he does. But you know what? He carried on with music. Every time I talk to him, he's always talking about music. I thought it's just a thing that's going to die down. But no, I realize now this thing is staying with him. Music is his life. I tell you.
Super exciting African story. Gaba Nkosi, a brother and uncle to our African artist of the day, Bingo J. But Gaba, thank you so much for making it so special for our African king right here on Africa at Play, Bingo J.
Thank you very much. Thank you for this.
Lovely stuff indeed. A surprise you were not looking forward to.
I wasn't. Honestly. Like when I told those stories, I was just being honest, like authentically being me.
Yeah.
You know, I didn't even know what he was listening, but no, shout out. I mean, that's what happens when you're being honest with everything and everything becomes what it's supposed to be.
Good
you know,
knowledge.
I'm grateful for this.
Transparency.
Definitely. I'm
Super
honored.
exciting.
I'm honored.
Let's talk about the journey of music. You get to meet people, different producers that you get to work with. Who are some of these people that are close to your heart that you've been working with?
Okay, so the people that really have been a key to my development, especially as of recently, because I started music when I was very young. You know, when I was in primary school, singing in church choirs, and so forth. But as of recently, I've met a couple of young people. You know, young people have this amazing mind for music. I'm not sure whether it's in tuned in them when they're young, especially the newer generation. People, they got this thing for music. So I met one of the producers I work with, which is probably like an elderly brother, would be Dustin Nkosi. You know, I've worked with him all the way from Durban. Shout out to him. I've worked with AB Crazy. We recorded a song back in 2021 that was probably never came out to light the way we wanted it, but I was honored to be in that. Worked with DBM, that boy rapper. I also worked with Nitro. I worked with Blue Levin. So those are the people that I've worked with. I also work with Siga Omaropa. So we've done a couple of songs together whereby he actually loved them, the soulful house type of songs. He's the one who inspired me into this up-tempo type of music, and I just went straight for it. You know, so yeah, so those are the people that I've kind of worked with in my journey of music.
Super exciting indeed. Dustin Nkosi, a very good afternoon and a very warm welcome to Africa at Play.
What's good, bro? I'm good, my brother. I'm so honored for me to hear your voice. It's like magic. It's like I'm watching a movie. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. I'm really, really honored to hear your voice. I'm inspired by you. You know that we've had a lot of countless nights in the studios and working on different things, and I appreciate your everything that input that you've actually put into my music. I 100.
Just before we let you go, tell us, man, if you were to be loaded with real millions here, millions in US dollars, and you could take Bingo J on a tour of the world through music, where would you be taking him?
One 1,000%.
Wow. Yeah, I like the confidence. That's what I know. Yeah, you can tell.
We know this.
No, big brother, thank you so much, man, for making it so special for our African Artist of the Day, Bingo J, right here on Africa at Play. Have a lovely afternoon further. Keep holding on as African brothers.
Shout out to you, brother. Yes, sir. 100%. Can't stop, won't stop. Word.
Lovely stuff. That's Dust right there, one of the renowned producers from Destiny Records that has worked with our African Artist of the Day, among the list of many that he also mentioned. But you know, time, we can never have everyone at the same time. 16:22 Central African Time. I know Africa and the world can't wait to find out more about Bingo J. One for me, coming your way.
Thank you, sir.
Sure, man.
You're a star. You're a star, man. Thank you so much.
Oh, sorry. You can
Sorry. Okay, I can have.
Yeah.
So what is the secret?
That is the secret, man. Brings life. It brings life. It just warms up your vocal cords, and you know, you are ready to go. You're ready to go. And producers, their job is much easier, you know, when you're like that, because you don't have to do too much of mechanics. They just go, okay, I'm just putting your voice. You're ready. Thanks.
Hey, no, beautiful music.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate you, man.
I'm gonna steal and put it in my
Please. Please, I would appreciate that.
Because I always drive to Tamalamela in Mozambique. You know?
Word.
Yeah, so now and then I go to Mozambique just to try around. But now I'm looking at
Music is flying.
Yeah,
No, definitely.
yeah, so then at least
Definitely,
even
man.
if I can't,
Definitely.
that's
I think right now we are. This is the hub whereby a lot of people want to hear in terms of entertainment and music, you know, and the trendsetters, you know, the newer dancers and things like that. I think they mostly come from here. Most of it, like lately. I think like I always say, you know, the Jerusalem song and COVID really kind of put the focus out here. You know what I mean? Yeah. Because you get simple people. I think in Africa, you get simple people in Africa. You know, we don't try to be something that we're not. You know, we just always like, we're us. And when it comes to rhythm, you can't touch us in Africa.
No, we'll talk about that as well, because it's also, it shows you what the Africans are highly talented. Where, I mean, massive on the show, we were talking to two girls, 15-year-olds, they are going to Croatia, Athens.
Word.
So, and you know, you could tell from the conversation, even their coach was saying Africans are the best.
Wow. No, it is like that.
Actually, only Africans can move into a place, let's say in Europe, and find people dancing. But as soon as Africans occupy the stage,
it's different.
The
energy.
changes.
The energy is different. No, 1,000%. I've seen that too. You know, for me, what I don't know, especially with this sound, you know, I think the sound has brought us a lot of other people, you know, like has united us as Africans. I feel like that, and has also brought us into the global stage for some reason. So I honor the sound as much as I like soul at heart, but the sound, I can do soul with it, I can do anything with it, and I appreciate that about it.
Beautiful. Hey, sikhathi sisheshile namhlanje.
Hayi kakhulu.
Yo.
Kakhulu. Sheshile. Ubala ngaskathini.
Ngofana.
Sheshile kakhulu. No, sheshile kakhulu. It was, I don't know, it was running.
But it's a lovely conversation.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. I'm honored. I'm honored. Truly honored.
Uputilo. 50 seconds.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir, man. This is the art of trying. This is the art of trying, man. Let's go for it. Let's go for it. Let's get it, man. It's out there. YouTube, every streaming platform, it's out there.
Masculina. There you have it. One for me from Bingo J, our African artist of the day. Wow, super exciting songs, man. When you create music, what do you want people to feel like?
For me, I honestly want people to understand where I was coming with in terms of the music, because I always believed that music is a great platform to reflect your emotions artistically, lyrically, you know. So the mood, the nostalgia that's contained in a song, I've always wanted people to just feel where I was coming from when I made the track. For instance, this One For Me song that just played now, it's a beautiful song that I played when I was expressing my emotions for my significant other. Like, damn, I've been looking for you. Where have you been all this long? You know what I mean? So I want people, whenever they play my music, it takes them to a certain place.
Are you where you've always wanted to be musically, or it's still a journey?
I've always wanted to be a musician in my entire life. As I've said before, that I grew up around a church environment with inspired music, and I grew up in a school, and I went to a school choir, which also inspired music. So music has always been this thing. Even when I went to high school, my thoughts in my mind was like, I want to have a master in music, and I want to study music and do music. But unfortunately, that didn't happen. I ended up going into a production or operations direction. But it's great. It's been great so far. But being a musician has always been something that's in my heart, that I've been moved by.
Your thoughts about African music?
I think African music is going very far. I think African music is becoming a worldwide stage, or it's becoming this worldwide sound to everything that's happening. You know, when I realized this, I realized back in 2008 when everybody was like boom, 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 pow. I was like, that's a rhythm of Africa. And from then, it never stopped. You know, people, I mean, the entire world focused more on the drummings and the rhythm, and that's what we have here in Africa, the drums. Yeah, definitely.
And we master the rhythm, we master the beat, we master the drums. What's so special about Africans?
I think also the spirituality, man. I think that element of spirituality, you know, because in Africa, that's the root. We are very close to our roots compared to most ethnicities, you know what I mean? And I don't mean to knock anything off, but I always hear like people maybe in the States and the black people, they'll be like, Africa is our home, it's our roots. With us, we are very close, we're definitely in our roots. So that spirituality, that Africanism is within us. That spirit of Ubuntu, the spirit of unison, it's always been within us. And music has been the tool for anything that we go through, whether it's depression, whether it's happiness, any emotions, we've always used music.
Dust is taking you to Paris and the United States of America. Where are you taking yourself?
If we're in the United States of America, we're definitely bringing Africa to Paris, to the United States of America. And we're making those people feel like, oh damn, we probably are African too, you know, because that's the whole thing. I think sharing experiences, it always brings out the best in people. That's all.
Super exciting indeed. And your thoughts on collabos with fellow African artists?
Okay, the collabos that I've always like I have a wish list that's in my head. I've always wanted to collab with a few couple of artists. There's a choir that I like. It's in Zimbabwe. It's called the Zim Choir. It's called the Zim Praise. I don't know if you know about it. It's a gospel choir. You know, I've always wanted like to have a sound like that at the back of me because I felt like they've always been African, right? And I've always wanted to collab with fellow South African artist Saki. You know, I always like her voice has always been like very,
Amazing.
you know, nostalgic in me. And I've always said, you know, if I ever to collaborate with Msaki, definitely in the studio, I want Kabza the Small or else Kelvin Momo to be right next to us to just direct us like, yeah, you guys are doing well. Because I've always seen how they're great at displaying that vivid African music and using these nostalgic voices and the spirituality. And I enjoy that. I think I enjoy that.
Super exciting indeed. As we wrap up this conversation, tell us about the art of trying.
Okay, so the art of trying, it's for me, it's been a journey. It's a journey. As I've said before, that in Pumis Kodini, you know, it's Kodini. It used to be called Skososis, which means pain, sorrows. It's a whole of pain, sorrows, and agony. So for me to actually make it to be here, it's a great honor, man. You know, for Gail Pumis Kodini to make it here, it's a great honor. So the art of trying has been what kept me going. Which, no matter what happens in my life, I'll keep on trying. I'll keep on trying. I can't stop. I won't stop. I'm just going to try. In life, there's always ups and downs. You know, in life is not a straight path. It's zigzag. You get ups, you are happy, but it's a moment, and you have winters that are coming to you. Social winters, economic winters, all sorts of winters. But the art of trying is like, try again. Try again. Try again. And that's what has been an inspiration to me. And that's why I wrote this project. There's a song called Circles in the project that talks about a relationship that keeps on failing, and then you come back to life and it fails again, and then you come back. It's a vivid picture of the art of trying that you got to keep on going.
Yeah. Before we go to Circles, there's also Keshengaf. I almost died. Hey, that's a serious one.
It is a serious one for me. That one I wrote that song when I was reflecting to the emotions that COVID brought us. You know, COVID brought a lot of fear within the African continent. I remember I was reading the news and everybody saying that Africa will be affected the worst because we're not a developed continent, you know, compared to we're a third world continent compared to other worlds, and that was very worrying, and you know. And unfortunately, COVID kind of like took my grandmother, you know, so rest in peace.
Yeah.
So, but for me, yes. And I remember the time when I was going through the emotions and going also like reflecting on what happened and whatsoever. I had so much of fear in me to a point that it put me in depression, and I thought I was going to die too because I saw a lot of people that were dying, and it was scary times around that time. So for me to make a song like Tisheng, I was like, oh, Dali, you know what I mean? I've been going places, and even in Mali at the time was different. You know, Aikondao, there's no money and things are bad, you know, but it was that type of journey. But I came back from that and humble Zobuya, and that's it.
Wow. I want to continue, but time says no. Your final word?
Dear people, dear Africa, this is Bingo J, and I would like you guys to understand that I'm here. I'm here in the world, and my music is out there, and I'm here to inspire the world. I'm here to tell my story. I'm here to share my experiences in terms of life. Please don't stop. Whatever it is that you're doing out there, keep grinding. Keep grinding. That's my final word.
Lovely stuff. Thank you so much, man, for pulling through. I love the positive energy. Keep it burning. Keep going forward. Don't look back. You can only look back for safety reasons, but keep pushing forward.
Thank you so much, sir. Appreciate it.
Fantastic. That's how we wrap up an exciting conversation with our African artist of the day, Bingo J, the man who's got a lot to say, but you know how time operates. When you're having fun, it's always an enemy. Let's find out what is Circles all about.
Channel Africa on.
My guy. Thank you, sir.
Thank you so
Thank
much
you,
for
man.
pulling through.
I appreciate you,
Yeah,
man. I appreciate you.
I know, we are together. We are together.
I appreciate you.
We are together. And all listening, Mazi Sakura. We
Right.
used to go to the same church, but just different parishes.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, Anglican. You know,
Oh, wow. Oh, wow.
So, St. Paul's.
Oh.
I'm locking my house. Everyone in this house is going to church. I'm not going to negotiate. But But yeah, it helped us.
But he's a genius, eh?
Maybe we would have
He's a genius. But he's a genius. The fact that you guys find your path
Yeah.
and you're reconnected again.
Yeah,
Oh, that's
yeah.
amazing. That's amazing. Let's take a picture. Probably out of time, but please let me take another one. We made it, y'all! We made it, y'all! We made it, y'all! Shout out to y'all, man. I'm grateful. I'm bugged. I'm honored. Thank you.